Hey YouTube, this is coming at you today. Another juice review. This time I'm reviewing from a company called Steamy Vapor. Okay. Um, little backstory about how I come across this juice. I actually won this in a contest. It was a Reddit contest, and I won it. And they sent me a code, so I went to the website and I picked out 3 flavors. These flavors were actually flavors that I myself picked out. So, because I wanted to try to get like a range of their juices, okay? Now, originally I had ordered it in these little bitty bottles right here. These are like the 2 gram bottles. It's like 7 milligrams, not 7 milligrams, 7 milliliters, 7 ml. And I'd ordered 3 of these, okay? I'd ordered Smack, I'd ordered Juicy Lucy, and I'd ordered Sweet Bee. Blew me away. They actually upgraded 2 of my bottles to 15 ml bottles. I think they're 15 ml bottles. They're close to 15 ml bottles. The Lucy Juicy and the Sweet Bee. So I want to give a shout out to Steamy Vapor for doing that. Okay? Which one do I do here? Okay. The first flavor I'm going to go into with you is the Sweet Bee. Okay. Sweet Bee is a tobacco vapor. It doesn't have very much of a smell, which is unusual. Most tobacco vapes to me have a strong, distinct smell. And with a nose like this, I can smell some shit. So, it was that, it's definitely a darker juice. Let me see if I can get some into it. See, it's definitely a dark juice. But it's not so bad that it completely and totally, like, fouls up your wicks. It's a tobacco and honey vape. I don't have the full instructions, the full ingredient list. But it's a tobacco honey vape. And I'm like, sure, let me give it a shot. Normally, when I do reviews for juices, I do it in a dripper. Because I'm majorly a drip juice type of person. I found at first that these juices, I really couldn't drip all that well. It's not against the juice itself, it's just the flavor is so complex, it's a very complex juice, that I wasn't getting the enjoyment out of dripping it that I do out of the K-Fun. So, that's what I did, is I loaded up my K-Fun with the Sweet Bee. And I love it. I absolutely positively love it. It's a really light tobacco flavor. I mean, the tobacco to me is almost non-existent. So, very light tobacco, very light. Very light tobacco. It's got a vanilla taste that's really kind of mellow. It's got the honeyness throughout it, and it's got a really, really light, really slight floral taste from the honey. So, I mean, all in all, it is a really good, really nicely blended juice that I wish I could drip, but some juices, to me, you just can't drip, And that's not to say that you can't drip this. My flavor profile, my enjoyment doesn't come from dripping this juice, okay? It comes from the K-Fun. So, you can't really beat you can beat the vapor production, but off of K-Fun, it's got really great vapor production. It's just a good juice. So, Sweet Bee, I give it 2 thumbs up, I wish it had a little bit more of a pronounced smell to it, but I'm glad that it doesn't, because I'm thinking if it had more of a smell, it might affect the taste. I don't know. I'm not a mixer. So, Sweet Bee, I like it. If you like tobacco vapes, check it out. Okay, moving on to the next juice. It is Juicy Lucy. Alright, first off, let me just comment on the packaging for this. I really kind of dig the packaging. It's got that retro 1950s type of, 40s, 50s type of look to it. It's brown labels. It's just, I don't know, I really kind of dig the packaging. So good job on that. Okay, back to the juice. You smell it, And to me, it smells a lot like juicy fruit. And with a name like Juicy Lucy, you would expect it to have a taste like juicy fruit. Okay, but it's not. This is actually a strawberry banana smoothie type flavor. It's a very clear liquid. Let me show you. It's clear liquid. It's got a slight pinkish tint to it. It doesn't foul up my coils too terribly bad. And I've got it loaded up in my Nemesis, on my Nemesis with the iGo W3. It's a very, my battery's dying on my iGo, so on my Nemesis, that's why I didn't get more vapor from that. But it's definitely a very good strawberry banana mixture. It's got a creaminess for the smoothie. You know, I've never had a yogurt vape, so I wouldn't say it's a yogurt vape, but it's very creamy, but not like a peaches and cream, but like just a very creamy, very mellow, very mixed together, and good vape all in all. I like it. I'm not a huge fan of strawberry banana. So it's a little bit of a surprising thing that I like it, but I do. Could I vape it all day? Probably not. I don't vape anything all day. I change my juices 2 to 3 times a day, which is why I drip so much. I drip so that I can change flavors rapidly. But the Lucy Juicy, definitely check it out. It's definitely pretty good. Now, what's the last one? Smack. I got Smack just because I'm trying to step outside my norm. The one juice that I'm not a fan of is a citrus-based juice. I don't like the citrusness to it. But I'm a lung hitter, so when I take that lung hit off of a juice, then if it's citrus to me, it tickles the back of my throat. It makes it kind of scratchy, and it kind of takes out my enjoyment of the vape. You know, that's not to say that there's not good citrus vapes out there, because there are. But I figured, why not? Let me try this. Okay, this is a blood orange based juice. It's got blood orange, like tangerine, you know, a couple of different citrus flavors all in there mixed together. Okay, it comes in the little bitty bottles. Oh, really cute. Okay, it's got this really cute dripper. Okay, it's kind of a cloudy mixture. And I don't know why. It definitely has an orange smell to it. As I used to be a mechanic, so it reminds me of like orange pumice hand cleaner, which is probably not the best way to say this is what it smells like. But just if anybody's ever been in a mechanic shop, you know, we've got the orange mojo, and that's what it reminds me of. It's got that very strong smell of orange. Okay, let me reload my dripper here, and we'll do some tasting for you. Okay, so I've replaced my cotton in my dripper, and I've loaded up, and I've taken a couple of hits, you know, because I dry burned my coils. First flavor out the gate is blood orange. There is a difference between blood orange and regular orange. I cannot describe the difference to you. It's just a different taste. So that's definitely there. Then you get like a tangerine, like a flavor to it, along with some other kind of citrusy flavors, which, all in all, like they all blend together really, really well. It's not my flavor profile. The juice is good. I can look at the individual flavors of the juice, and I can break it down, and I can say this is a good juice, this is not a good juice, and this is a good juice. It's not my flavor profile. Okay, I ordered it. That's why I wanted to try to expand. As far as citrus vapes go, it's pretty good. You know, it's hard for me to go any farther than that because I don't really like citrus vapes. So, other than that, Steamy Vapor. Mad shout out to them. Love the packaging. Check them out. I'll throw it down here on the bottom in the crotch box where you can go and order the juice. Okay. I love that sweet beef. Alright. I'm out of here, YouTube, so vape on.